And what did Officer Kill do to abuse you when he first came in?
The first punch he threw was to the side of my face. And when I went down, he lifted me up. He hit me the chest, the midsection, the testicles, the ribs.
What happened after this incident when he hit you in the face? You went down, he lifted you up, he hit you a couple more times, kicked you in the testicles. What happened after that?
The person that was with him clammed on top of the desk.
What was that?
Clammed on the desk and was kicking, stomping me in the back.
Do you know who this second individual was?
Not at the time, no.
Do you know now who that is?
Yes.
And who is that?
John Burge.
And when did you first learn that that second individual was John Burge?
I believe during trial.
And that would have been in 1990?
Yes.
And this second individual that you have identified as John Burge, what did he do after he climbed on the desk?
He was like stumping me in the back, stumping and kicking me.
And what did Officer Kill do when he brought the pictures in?
He was forcing me to look at the pictures. He was telling me that this is what I'd done. He was telling me he know I'd done it because he has me on tape or something, talking to somebody to tell him that I'd done it.
Did you look at those photographs?
I was forced to look at them, yes.
And what do you mean by that? Explain to me how you were forced to look at the photographs.
It was against my will.
Did he physically touch you when he forced you to look at the photographs?
Yes.
And what did he do?
Put my head down.
And what happened after you looked at those pictures of the charred dead bodies?
I'm telling him I don't know anything about this. I didn't do this. The person who told you I did this, they lying.
And then what happened?
He stated that, nigga, we know you did this, nigga. You know, we got you on record saying you did this. He called me nigger a couple more times and he left the room.
When he came in that next time after the time he showed you photographs, what did he say to you when he entered the room?
We have our ways of making niggers talk and tell us what we need to know.
And when he was in that room with you at that time, did he abuse you in any way?
Yes.
And what did he do?
Slapped me around a couple more times, punched me a couple more times, kicked me some more times.
And where did he kick you?
The groins, the legs, the midsection.
And where did he punch and slap you?
Chest, head, jaw, mouth.
And during this time when he slapped and punched you, did he cause any injury to your face?
My mouth was bleeding.
And where on your mouth were you bleeding?
Inside.
What did you say to Officer Kill?
I didn't do it. I don't know these. I don't know what you're talking about. The guy's lying on me. I never talked to him, or I never told him that.
And what did Officer Byron do when you asked him to make the phone call?
At that time, He took the receiver off the telephone and he clunked me upside the head with it.
When you say he took the receiver off the phone, do you mean that he unhooked it from the cord, or that he just took it off of the telephone?
He took it off the phone, lifted off the phone.
Was the cord still attached?
Yes,
And how many times did he hit you?
once.
And what did he do after he hit you with the phone?
He removed the cord from the phone and made a gesture to hand me the phone and asked me did I hear it ringing yet.
And then what did he do?
Put the phone back on the receiver and left out the room.
The first time Smith came into that second room, what did he say to you?
He came in and he was actually telling me about the case, about the murders, of what he's saying that was told to him. He was telling it to me, and he said he know that I had something to do with it, my involvement. He used the word niggas a couple of times. And that's when he said he's going to introduce me to the telephone book and the blackjack.
And when you say he used the word niggers a couple times, was he calling you a nigger, or was he using the words while he was explaining what was told to him?
He was calling me a nigger.
And at that point, going back to when he said he was going to introduce you to the phone book and the blackjack, did he leave the room?
Yes.
And when he came back in, what did he say, or what did he do?
He placed the phone book on the top of my head, and he used the blackjack to beat on it.
Did the blackjack make any other contact with your body besides
Yeah.
the time he was jabbing you in the midsection?
He had me stand up. He snatched me from off the bench. He had me handcuffed still to the hoop in the wall. Had me stand up, and he put the blackjack between my legs, and he lifted me up in my testicle area, and he grind the blackjack onto my testicles.
When he did this, was he lifting up on the blackjack?
Yes. At this time, I had the assistant state's attorney come in. He gave me my rights, read me my rights, and that's when I told him I want to talk to my lawyer. I gave him my lawyer's name, telephone number, and he left the room.
He being?
The assistant state's attorney. When he left the room, Officer Kill came back in, and his words was, nigga, you just don't know how to do what we say do, something of that effect. We're gonna, like he said again, that he have ways of making niggers talk. He punched me around some more, hit me some more, slapped me some more, and I told him I'll talk to the assistant state's attorney. He left the room.
And what happened when Lukinich came back in the room?
I told him again that I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to my lawyer. And he said, all right, and he left the room again.
And what happened after Lukinich walked out of the room that second time?
Kill came in again.
And what did Kill say and do?
He repeated himself again. You know, he know I did it. Everybody know I did it. We have ways of making niggas talk. More punches, slaps. I told him, all right, I'll talk to the guy.